Hello, welcome to 1 Minute Wiser. This is Christy Bridges, and today we're looking at another verse that everyone should memorize. If you haven't been with us this week, check back to the other videos. This week we've talked about verses that all of us should know because they're very helpful. Romans 12:2 says, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect." The will of God is good and acceptable and perfect. Today I had the pleasure of listening to a former student explain something as though she were born understanding it. When I present new concepts to my students, I'm not writing on a blank drive. Their mental computer is taking that information and attaching it to experiences they've had or understandings that they hold. And sometimes that's good. Not always. So it takes a while. I have to make them repeat to me what I've said. I have to make them explain it to each other. I need them to search out and solve problems so that they find their weak spots and remember and understand the truth that's in the concept. God does that with us. We have already understandings that were built in us by our own growing up years, immature times, and by the world. And God has to help us take his concepts and rehearse them and unwrap them and get to know them and problem solve with them so we find those weaknesses. And in doing so, we discover, we become part of and think like him. We become part of the will of God that is good and acceptable and perfect. We can trust him to have good stuff. Talk to him. God bless you guys.